What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. As we have all seen and heard all about the Battlefield news now, there is time to really go and speak about how the community is really reacting from this. Because there is quite a concerns and there is some questions what everyone really wants to kind of understand more about. This was something what I was a little bit alarmed about because it appears that DICE has confirmed on launch there will be open classes and locked classes playlist. This will also be available during the time of the Battlefield 6 beta. I was under the impression that this was going to be something during the playtest through the beta, and at that point they already decide on what way they were going to do it. We personally don't know if it's going to be like a playlist where they have like the locked classes of mainly available to everything and then just one mode to open classes, or the other way around. I don't know. That's when we're going to find out during the beta. But hearing at launch, how is that going to work? Is this going to be something around Portal, or are they actually going to have two different player base where you can choose from open class to locked classes? I do feel like it's a good opportunity to give the community that right feedback and actually see on which way is going to work best during the beta. But hearing this change, it has brought some alarms to me, because the whole thing is splitting the player base. That's a pretty big deal. I understand that Battlefield wants 100 million players, what is pretty crazy of a number to even achieve anyway, and I think Battlefield 1 hit like 30 million at one point, and that was Battlefield 1, so I have no clue if they can even do that. But that's not even the question of even if they can pull that many players off, because it's still splitting the player base. What happens if I go and choose the open classes, but then some of my friends are playing the locked classes? I'm never going to bump into a lobby with them. Or what happens if I want to squad up with them and yet they want to be playing locked classes but I want to be playing the open classes, or the other way around? What you're going to do when you join a lobby from one of your friends and it's in the open class and you're like, oh, I don't want to be in this lobby, and just overall it's just going to split the player base. I'm really personally cool with two, but I do feel like for the launch I would only prefer one, because having open classes to locked classes, it changes everything, and that's different play styles with different meta weapons, because there's going to be a different style, especially having open classes. But I also love the classic locked classes as well, so I can focus on assault, engineer, medic, and even the recon, where truly Battlefield was. And I don't think neither of them are going to be a bad thing for this game, but I only would really like to have one. For me personally, I honestly don't really care which one. If there was a choice, I would probably just say like the locked classes, but I also don't know how the open classes is going to work, as they could be just by their signature weapon, where you can use assault to other classes, but it benefits you if you're on the assault side. I think the way how this Battlefield works, I think locked classes is going to make it pretty simple. But you troopers, let me know in the comment section what you think, open classes or locked classes. If you made it this far from the video so far, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new so you don't miss out on all the future Battlefield 6 content. So splitting the player base is already kind of alarming thing as it is, and as that is going to happen and they are going to be doing that, and so there will be a split player base, there's already a split player base as it is, because that is when it comes to crossplay. It's pretty obvious, right? If console players don't want to be playing against PC guys, they can just turn off crossplay. Right there is already splitting the player base. I do not know if you can turn off crossplay if it's going to be console only. That would probably make a lot more sense instead of locking it to each console. But for me, I've always been a crossplay guy. I have no issue. But that right there is another argument when it comes to split player base. There is some times where PC players maybe don't want to deal with the controller guys with the aim assist, or maybe the console guys don't really want to deal with the cheaters. I think we all can agree that PC isn't just a problem when it comes to cheating. Console also has that issue too. It seems like little Timmy needs to have no recall. All them devices, they need to go away, them like Zim and Chronos stuff. That is just some ridiculous stuff and doesn't need to be on console. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the movement. A lot of people seem like they're kind of unhappy with it, of how it's performing. I'm not sure if people really want it to be like super ground down, where you can't be even sliding or doing like slide cancelling, or all the crazy stuff what people are imagining. It really feels like a lot of people are under the impression that Battlefield 6 is going to be like another Call of Duty when it comes to its movement. And that definitely does make me scratch my head a little bit, because it does feel like not many people watch the 4.5 hours of Battlefield 6 gameplay. Yes, there has sliding in it, it has auto peek, and you can jump around a corner or something. But this is Battlefield. It's not Call of Duty. It will never play the same. But me personally, I think the movement's pretty good. Of course, I want to make sure to wait until I get my hands on this game to really judge it out myself. It does seem pretty clunky at times, but I'm not really worried about that. It's a beta that can be easily fixed. But I know a lot of people are pretty unhappy with the movement. This game has been built around the community feedback. The people who have been around for the last year and a half working on this game is a lot of creators and a lot of people who have also been a huge fan when it comes to Battlefield. It isn't just the OG Battlefield people, it's also new people too from all around, giving their feedback to build what it is right now. So I truly don't think the movement is going to be terrible if this game is based and built around all of us in the first place. This game is built around community feedback, so if you're unhappy about the movement, just wait until you play it. Because if it was already a problem, it would already be changed, right? One, I saw the Battlefield portal. When they showed off you can do the customized maps, I think that is crazy to think about, because yes, we can have these like crazy portal maps, but we can also have people out there who can build like actual Battlefield maps too. You gotta think about, troopers, we have up to 9 maps for launch. But we also technically have more, because when you look at like Portal, you can have custom maps on there as well. The endless amount of playing on different variety maps can be pretty awesome, and I'm actually excited to see what people can make. There's going to be people out there who are going to seriously build some insane Battlefield maps. And I think that is probably one of the coolest things ever, because you think to yourself, well, we're getting 9 maps, but honestly, we could be getting 20, 30, like it could be endless. We don't obviously know how the Battlefield portal is going to truly work out, but it's pretty obvious that you can build your own Battlefield maps. But when they showed off all the portal stuff, that right there is what sold me. I already bought Battlefield 6. I've got it. I can't wait. I'm going to be playing it on the 7th. I did not wait, I pre-ordered it. And at the end of the day, I built a career around Battlefield. Of course I'm going to buy it. But let me know in the comment section below, troopers, if you have pre-ordered Battlefield, or you're just going to be waiting until you play the open beta to truly decide. Thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to be a part of the channel, and I'll see you on the Battlefield. Teammate, are you going to notice him? Oh, teammate's trolling him. He's trolling him. Oh, and then he choked it. Oh, and he's getting the tea bag. Oh, he's so weak. Hey, got him. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Dude, we actually gonna streak while doing that clip on that pilot? Yes, we are.